Yo, 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 what's up, Raider Nation? And they follow from Burners family. What's good? Welcome in. Welcome to another edition, to another episode of They Follow from Burners with Raider Ragu. Today I got two special guests, uh, guys that you're familiar with. They've been on the program before over here on They Follow from Burners. First up, we got the youngin, the sports junkie, the one and only Andre Lakes. What's up, baby boy? Give him a nice round of applause.
What's going on? I'm super appreciative to be on the Raider Ragu show. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
And we got Isaiah on too.
Yes, sir. And without further ado, his airness himself, um, the other Raider contributor. You guys already know him, seen plenty of them, and that's Mr. AIR himself, Ant Hill Productions. Ant Robinson, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Raider Ragu? What's going on, Sports Junkie? I'm glad to talk with y'all anytime, especially when it's about Raider football. We're gonna get into everything today. It's been a good off season thus far, but we got the draft ahead, so I'm ready to get into it. Let's talk.
You see
Yeah.
the background behind me, Isaiah?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I told you couldn't come in here with no Patriot shit, and you came in here without the Patriot shit. But it is Jacoby Myers, but Jacoby Myers did have a big year for us, so I respect it.
He came correct.
Yeah, he
Jacoby is
definitely came correct.
Jacoby is a Raider for sure. And so, couple things. First, we gonna cover um, first segment. We gonna cover guys that left. And I know you guys are thinking, yeah, we already talked about that, but we didn't talk about everybody that left.
Yeah.
And once a Raider, always a Raider. We want to give everybody their props on the way out. Let them know that we appreciated their efforts when they were in uniform. Second, we're going to go with draft talk. We're going to try to see if all three of us can come up with 3 rounds for the Raiders of the, I believe it is 13, 44, and 77 picks in the draft. So we'll touch on that, pause, and then we'll address any rumors or anything that's been swirling or anything that we've been hearing as far as pickups or signings and stuff around the league as well. And then we'll wrap it up. All right. So first segment. The guys that left, man. So we know, I think when we was on here, and we talked about Amik leaving. I know we talked about Josh.
Yes, we did.
Really, I think that was it. Oh, we said Jermaine Luminor.
Yes.
It's like 7 more though.
All right, so Amik to the Lions. Let's go, a little bit into that. What you think his career, or he's going to continue his career as a Lion? What you think his role will be there?
The Lions definitely needed secondary help, and Amik was that. I mean, they also got what's his name out of Tampa Bay. I believe that was Carlton Davis. They got out of Tampa Bay as well. So Amik will probably be playing their slot corner role. You know what I'm saying? He's a smaller corner, but he plays bigger than his height for sure. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss Meek. I feel like he was finally getting the burn that he deserves this year, and turning that corner. He did allow some big plays, but I mean, some corners do. I mean, every corner's gonna allow a big play here and there, but hopefully he can tighten up on that a little bit. But I mean, I wish him the best. Wish we could have brought him back, but hey, yeah, I think he'll continue his career on in Detroit. Maybe he'll, depending on how he does with this contract, maybe he resigns. But I think he'll at least carve his way in the league as like one of those guys who always finds their way on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And honestly, oh, go ahead, Ragu. My bad.
No, go ahead, Dre.
I just wanted to throw in too. I mean, the Lions are getting They're getting some good. They're getting quality out of this. Out of Meek. I mean, look at this. He has 38 tackles last year.
You know your
So,
camera's off, Trey, right?
oh my bad. He's a solid bro. He's a solid tackler. He has 38 solo. He has 38 solo tackles and 6 pass defenses. So that's another thing that that I think the Lions are gaining because, like Isaiah said, they have secondary issues. This is a guy who can read the ball and read the QB. So I think he's going to be a quality fit there.
With the Raiders, I honestly thought this. Probably had never said it until now, but with him and Hobbs, I believe it was a bit of an overlap. We basically had 2 slot corners
Yeah.
and not enough outside guys.
Yeah.
So Amik, to be the team player that he was and to make things work, he moved to the outside. But just the nature of how he plays and how kind of physical he tackles, he's an inside guy, and he's smaller to be able to go down in the box and cover those slot receivers that are usually smaller guys as well. So Ant, you said right away when we first started talking about it that he was going to go play slot corner for the Lions, and I think if we didn't have Hobbs, we probably would have just kept Amik. They're kind of like the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, because we tried that project of having Hobbs on the outside, and
it didn't work.
It did not work at all. He's just much more comfortable in that slot position. For whatever reason, I don't.
And with that said, Ant, Amik was a better outside guy than Hobbs.
Yeah, because he played outside much more in college than Hobbs did.
Yeah.
Like
So
even in college, Hobbs lined up even more in the slot than Amik did. So
he just had an idea.
In the NFL, because Amik is a shorter guy. I mean, he's what, 5'8", so it's just that you can't really, you're not really going to be able to guard those 6'3", 6'4" wide receivers in the NFL.
Not consistently.
Yeah,
you have your turn, your times where you cover them, but not consistently.
Absolutely.
But he was one of my favorites, and I wish him well.
Yes.
All right, another one of my favorites, man. That people used to downgrade this guy. Always had stuff to say about him. He ended up sitting out, I believe, in 22 because of a personal reason or something. But that's Brandon Parker. Was kind of a swing tackle that went to the 49ers.
Oh yeah, he did go.
Number 75.
I didn't know he got traded. I mean,
not
guy. Traded, let go.
Yeah, my guy. So that's what I mean. That's why I wanted to do this part of the show, just to make sure
they get the recognition.
Yeah, exactly, man. Because, sometimes the little move happens under the table, under the radar, and you don't even realize that the guy, signed with another team. Yeah. So, we don't have to go into BP a lot because he was just a backup tackle. But a guy that had been a Raider since the Gruden era, and I just, feel like he deserved a shout out. Also, yeah, so we'll move off of him. Also, on the defensive line, a guy that we had picked up 2 years ago and on a 2-year deal, he played the deal out and moved on. Bilal Nichols.
I remember his name.
Yeah, the number 91, the defensive tackle. He signed with the Cardinals. Any thoughts?
I think the Cardinals. I think my bad, Isaiah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think the Cardinals scored on that one. I mean, to other people, he might be a little bit under the radar, but if you've watched Raider football, his name was called quite frequently, actually. So I think he's gonna be effective for Arizona. So good job for Arizona for AZ.
I think he was one of the quicker D tackles.
Yeah, he was fast.
That plays down there. Yeah, wasn't the biggest. Not the biggest guy, but had some quickness to him and had a little, that added something to his game that made him be able to, be a factor at times. But I will say I was disappointed. I don't know
And
what
it
I
was on
was
his game.
expecting when we signed him, but I would keep it a buck. I was disappointed by his production. But like you said, Dre, he did have his name called. He did, have a lot of assisted tackles. He was in the mix. Good rotational player. I was just a bit disappointed.
Just you expected just a little bit more out of him.
Yeah, and I don't
Well,
even know
not just
why,
you,
because
but all Raiders.
I didn't
For all
know
Raiders.
what was up with him before that. But shit, when you come to the Raiders, man, we have a certain expectation of performance.
Yeah, I think it was because he had if I'm not mistaken, he did play in Chicago before he got there, and he had better years in Chicago. But it's
He
also
did
that
come from Chicago.
yeah, so they had, more along that line in Chicago for him to produce with, you know what I'm saying? When you getting one-on-ones, you know what I'm saying? It's much easier. He had Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn, Roquan Smith, who were all demanding attention,
Also,
So
Hicks played there also
yeah,
before moving on in free agency before last season. So he played with you. You're right. He played with D linemen that needed attention
yeah.
and
So
outside backers that needed attention. You're right.
I do agree. It was just that we're so desperate for help at that D tackle position before we signed Wilkins. It's like, all right, you the best walking in here, so you better do some shit. And it wasn't necessarily the production that we needed. I
Yeah.
I would have liked to see him back with Christian, but not for the price that Arizona signed him for. So I was like, hey, go ahead, get your payday. I ain't mad at you.
And one thing we don't do on they follow from burners, and we don't do it on all grind either. We don't hate on the guys going to get that money, man.
Oh no, you heard me up here last time we were talking about Josh. I
Yeah.
Go get
was
the
not
bag.
mad. Go get the
Go
bag.
get the bag.
This is not a game you can play forever. Every time you step out on that field, you're risking your career and your life. Go get your bag. Go
Get the
guarantee.
bag.
Go
Get
get
it.
it. I
You
mean, it
are
sucks.
worth however much you can convince somebody to pay you.
Exactly. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. It hurts that some of my favorite players going like Josh and stuff, but oh,
We'll get over it.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, wish you
Go
luck,
ahead and
partner.
get your bread up and do what
Yeah,
you got to do for you and your family. But you got to realize
exactly.
too, at the end of the day, and I feel like we can't stress this enough. To the players, to the fans, it's all fun and games. But to these owners, this is business. If they could
Yeah.
sell you for 100 million, they're gonna try. I mean, if they could trade you for 100 million, they gonna trade you.
Yeah,
And
I didn't like the
for
sale. I'm
example, I'm
glad
gonna
you
use this
changed
for
it.
as a quick example. Like Drew Holiday, he got traded not within 24 hours. He was traded in 5 minutes. So just an example of saying that's how quick owners will trade you without no, and you can't fuss. Okay, see ya.
Right. And the other teams need you there too when y'all get
Mm-hmm.
traded. Other teams looking for you to be there immediately.
Yeah.
All right, moving on though. We said just then we just spoke on Josh and we spoke on Josh before, but we'll give Josh was so good here that he deserves talking about again.
Yeah.
Uh
Top
and
five in quite a bit of rushing categories. I mean, led the league in rushing. A lot of people gave him flack during the years where he was fucking injured, playing with broken shoulders and fucking torn muscles and shit. Talking, why can't you get 1,000 yards? I was never. I'm sorry, I was never one of those fans, Josh. I appreciate you. I'm glad you got your rightful just bag, and wishing you the best, except for when you play the Raiders. I'm sorry.
yeah.
And more importantly for Josh, just it was cool to see what you brought to the team. I know you didn't want to necessarily leave, but you made the right decision to go ahead and make your bag
Yeah, he never
and
wanted to leave. That wasn't on him.
and another thing is too, a lot of people say that the whole 1,000 yards thing. You guys also got to realize, didn't he have a holdout at the start of the year? So you can't just come back and expect
No, I'm
him
not
to
even
have.
talking about this year. I'm talking about before this year, like previous, like the season before he led the league in rushing. Dre, everybody was like, "Oh, he's overrated."
Right, he
Just
was
let him
injured
go,
shoulders,
this, that, and
ankles.
stuff. And I was like, y'all realize last season he played with a broken shoulder, like
Yeah.
to finish playing through 16 games with eight. He played 7 of those with a broken shoulder.
So
you know what?
You
I want to speak for Josh real quick, and he didn't say this, but I feel like this was a factor. And all right, the guys, don't pick up his 5th-year option.
Yeah.
Send him through, a off season of uncertainty, right? When they first got here, this other regime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes out and win the Russian title, bro, and then
they told him to prove it, Ragu. Prove you worth the money.
And I think when you win the Russian title, that would be the very definition of proving it, huh? Right?
Yeah,
I mean, would you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
I agree.
And then they still didn't pay him.
Mm-hmm.
So when Green Bay called and offered the bag to the agent, come on, man. Shit.
It wouldn't have took me 2 seconds. Let's go to Green Bay. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck
Right?
it.
Here go the 14 that I could never get here. Right?
That was just that shit was just so fucked up. Like,
and I run for 1,600 yards here, and I couldn't get it. And I ain't ran a yard here in Green Bay, and they call my agent and say they got the 14 million. Man, I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
And what the Raiders give him, a 1 year what?
A tag. They was talking about tagging him, and they wanted to bring him back.
It was basically whatever the franchise tag was, fully guaranteed. That's basically what all it
they
was.
They was going. If they was going multiple, they was going lowball him, bro. 10, 11 mil type shit.
That's crazy.
I couldn't even be mad. Like, if some fans, he's so disloyal. What the fuck are you talking about? Bitch, I wish I would go to my motherfucking job. Them motherfuckers say, you know what? We're not going to renew your contract for a salary next year. You're asking for more money. Go prove you're worth more money. Let's just say I work for an entertainment company and I'm making a TV show and I win, what is it, the Emmy? And I win fucking 12 Emmys. I sweep the fucking night. And I go back, okay, where's my new contract? Well,
we got this. We got this little show money right here.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I'm out of here. I'm going to wherever else.
I'm going to MGM Productions. Fuck you. Like, who the fuck do y'all think you are? Nigga, man, y'all wouldn't be going for that shit either way. Either fucking way.
Real talk, man. So, Josh, salute, brother. And like Ant said, except for when you playing the Raiders, man, we wish you well, bro.
Yeah.
Knock them dead. Like I know you will. Now this one, so I'm going to skip this one. We go to the one we talked about before on the other show. Jermaine, Illuminor. I wish you well, brother. I don't have much to say. I felt you lacked the quickness to get out on those really fast outside rushers and those corner blitzers. You could have moved to guard. I felt like it was the obvious move, but nobody ever saw that or did that. But I wish you well, man, in the Big Apple.
Yeah, we had discussed about re-signing Illuminor and moving him to guard, and then letting
we did, but
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We discussed that, and there was rumors about it all off season and stuff, but they just never moved him to guard and let Bayer Mumford get a shot or whatever, for whatever reason. But wish Illuminor the best. He often came in when our right tackle would go down at times, even back when Trent Brown was on the team and stuff. And he wasn't all pro, but damn it, he wasn't shit. So I appreciate the effort that he gave, and wish him the best up in the Big Apple. Once again, except for when you're playing in or against Vegas.
Yeah. Pause. Dre, you good? That's an obscure position on the Raiders and shit. You know, I don't blame you for not having shit to say on that one, but knowing you got something to say.
Honestly, y'all kind of just hit it all on the head, but for personally,
pause.
Pause.
All right.
It's crazy. Yeah. Y'all pretty much covered all that.
All right. So the one I was talking about, Tyler Hall signed with the Philadelphia Eagles, man. This is number 37, Isaiah. I believe that's his number, right? 37.
Yes, that's him.
He would get in, right? He
Yeah.
was like that fifth or sixth DB when we had an injury or something. He would actually get some playing time.
Yeah.
And I thought was gonna end up being a good player, man. And
he was just sometimes a little bit too inconsistent, but you know.
And that's because he was young and kind of raw, pause. But I just hate to see him go, all right. He did a lot of development,
elsewhere.
actually. He did a lot of development here, right?
And then go perform elsewhere.
All right, Ant. Yeah, to
So,
go and actually see the fruits of the labor from Vegas go pay off somewhere else. I've man, especially like Philly, shit.
Yeah,
I'm just a little. I'm feeling a little burnt about that, bro.
So, in other words, like long story short, what you're pretty much saying is he developed pretty much all his talent with the Raiders, but wasn't used properly, and now not say used properly, but now he's going to go elsewhere and he might perform and he might be a guy that we talk about later on like that, and then you're like, man, all he needed was a little bit more development. So I see where you're going with it. I see where you're.
So they got the finished product while we had to develop the product and pay him as he developed. They're going to pay the player. They're going to pay the developed player and get the finished product. You feel me?
Yeah, but you also got to think too on the negative standpoint of this too, though. Just like before Isaiah just left, the biggest thing he said was, well, and you said it too, was his efficiency and consistency and inconsistency. And understand he might go over there and perform, but those traits, if he doesn't correct them, will follow him. It's not like they're just gonna stop. It's not like he's just gonna become a great player, So I think he still has to worry about, okay, now I need to be more. I'm on a team that has to be consistent. They expect consistency, and the Raiders do too. I'm just saying now he's on a team that's been to a Super Bowl, an NFC Championship, and the playoffs. So now he has
for
to
the
look
Raiders.
at
He was at the least practice squad, at the most a fill-in and special teams guy.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about one of the main guys, but I felt like he was trending towards being a guy that could be relied on, let's say, to spell Hobbs. Say Hobbs gets injured, or say Hobbs, to give Hobbs some plays off sometimes. I thought he was trending towards being able to do that, especially with Amik leaving. I thought it was going to open up some time for him, but I look up and he's gone. But all right, Hey, so Dre, look, check it out. I got some, hey, everybody knows Dre is a Pats fan, but he's a good sport. He's got the Raiders shit up. He fucks with us. The dude is just a sports guy, and he does, But yo, guys got Austin Hooper, and from what I understand, whoever the Brad Van Pelt and him are reuniting. They were at another stop before together. So Okor and our old backup tight end Austin Hooper reunited in New England. I think he got a 2-year deal.
Shout out Austin Hooper.
I thought, yeah, shout out to him, but I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but he hasn't really done much since the Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna lie, man. He's not a bad player.
No, he's not. He can block, but I mean, offensively, he'll make some plays here and there. But again, what has he really done since Super Bowl 51?
Not a name that. I hear you, bro. I hear you on that, right? Okay, all right. But I'm just saying, not a name that moves the needle a lot, but a decent NFL player that has moved on.
Let me point it that way. Let me put that side of it. That part I get where he can be a reliable target when I feel like when he wants to be, but one positive for sure that we'll get out of him is run and pass blocking, because I think he in this I think that's what he is going to help, whoever's our quarterback, whether we draft one, which we probably will. So I think he'll be a good one. Positive for sure is his run and pass blocking.
We did not play him a lot. He didn't play a lot in Vegas, man. So you got to play to be able to produce. They're more focused on developing Mayer.
Well, and that's why I said. Well, that's why
as they should have been.
And that's why I was saying, like he can get going in the pass game, but it's just it's rare. It's rare for him to really start. He's not someone that's going to make you go, oh my God, he's about to have a 10 reception day. Like that's not. He'll have maybe 2 or 3 at most, but like I said, the one positive is his run and pass blocking for me. So
we're gonna move on. We're not gonna talk too long about Patriots here, and you already know that. So last guy, and I thought this was interesting. As soon as Telesco got the job, he released this guy, and this would be his second time releasing this guy on a second team, and that's Jerry Tillery. Went to the Minnesota Vikings, and Telesco used to play for the Chargers. Telesco released him. That's how the Raiders picked him up. Telesco got the job, and I guess it might be something personal because he got released kind of immediately. One of the first things Telesco did when he got there was release Tillery. Tillery is with the Vikings. Another D tackle, number 90. Any thoughts on Tillery real quick?
Shout out to Tillery, man. He definitely came in and immediately, made it known he was a Raider. Busted Justin Herbert straight on the sideline. Didn't give a fuck about no penalty. Lit his ass up, pause, and I'll let him know, I play in silver and black now. This ain't no cute shit. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna miss Tillery. Me personally, I'm gonna miss Tillery because that play will forever, live right there for me. I mean, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Tillery. I wish him the best.
And honestly, too, I think, and that's another name, Tillery. That's another name you hear that you've heard quite often. But one thing is though too is he'll for sure. He's a quality tackler. He can get to he does a nice job of getting to applying pressure to the QB. Excuse me. But I will say though he did have a drop off the last 3 years in tackles. He had 24 tackles total, but since 2021, it's been either 5, 8, and 11.
Ooh.
So he's had a drop off the last 3 years. Also, his sacks were good this year, 2 this year, but before that it was 0, 1. His real good year in sacks was 4, and that was also in 2021.
So we see why he was released. He did have some Raider moments. He was mostly a stopgap, bridge, Band-Aid, if you would, because we were thin at D tackle.
Yes.
All right, man. We're not gonna go on Jerry Tillery. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys, Isaiah. Usually we don't, the Raiders. So hear me out, bro.
I'm with you.
We usually aren't good enough. Had a fucked up record to where we're not losing 9 guys to other teams. When the fuck has that ever happened, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, it's been a minute. So
on the real, in one off season, 9 guys signed with other teams. That's
one too many.
To me, that's saying some shit. Like the league took notice. Many. The league took notice to what the Raiders was on over here, man. And some of these guys got paid because of that. All right, so guys that were added: Wilkins, Minshew, tight end by the name of Harrison Bryant, and Madison, the running back from Minnesota. So we lost 9 and brought back 4. According to the NFL rules, from losing that many free agents, we get 2 compensatory picks after the draft. So we have that to look forward to.
Okay.
All right. So we got it, man. The guys moved on. Once a Raider, always a Raider. You guys want to come back and have a cigar? Or you guys, before your career ends, you might want to swing back and play a year or 2. Mark will be open to that, I'm sure, on some of you guys. Josh, Amik. That's probably it. Anyway. All right, we're going to close out segment number 1. Now we're going to jump into it. I know you guys been wanting, I know you guys been ready for this shit right here, right? So here's what I want. Here's what I want to try to do it. I just thought of this shit too. But so let's go backwards. All right.
Okay.
So what I had, we know that we're going to do the first 3 rounds, what we think the Raiders should do. But instead of going 1, 2, 3, we're going to go 3, 2, 1. We're going to go 77, 44, 13. All right. So let that settle in for a second. See if you guys did any homework. See, I'll send you production notes because I want you to do homework because I want the show to go smooth. I don't want to surprise you with shit. Even though I just twisted it right there and surprised you. All right. Now, 77, guys. Factoring in who you think is gone already. Now, this is deep. This is the hardest one. Pause. Whoever wants to go first, jump right in. What you got the Raiders doing? Do you have a guy at 77 that you think's going to be there?
At 77. So let's take a look at my previous mock draft, who I think we should take at 77.
And Dre, I know it's a challenge for you. Raiders aren't your team. We asking you to go 77 picks into the draft. I know you know reasonably who's going to be around and who's not. But I'll tell you, Raider needs QB, offensive tackle, cornerback.
Oh, I got an offensive tackle.
Cornerback. We're going to need some depth at receiver, perhaps a linebacker off ball, if we could find one, and another lineman on offense or defense would not be bad either.
This is right down my thank you. No, because I didn't research those guys.
At pick 77, there's about, you're getting to where, okay, the talent kind of, it's not necessarily thinned out completely, but it's starting to thin out just a little bit.
Now, but man, we talk about the top 100. We love the top 100.
That's what I'm saying. You do your homework. You got the right scouts doing their homework, doing what they're supposed to do. You can find some guys all the way up until 150, 200, in my opinion. But at 77, I think it's time to take care of that linebacker spot. His dad played in the NFL for quite a while in the city of brotherly love, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. out of Clemson. I really like that pick. And who better to have come into your locker room than Jeremiah Trotter Sr., walking his son through the locker room? Hey, this is how you be a professional. Hey, it's how we do things. Hey, can I call you dad? I need to learn tackling.
Trotter Sr. in the league at the same time as Pierce?
Jeremiah Trotter Sr. was in.
I think so.
Yeah, definitely. They were both in the early 2000s.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah, I would also
great insight. That's some shit that you get on a follow from burners, and that's why you follow from fucking burners.
So
go ahead, bro. Trotter Jr. I love it.
Yeah, I like him.
Inside linebacker off ball.
Yes, sir. Just like his pops, middle linebacker. So I love what Spillane did last year, but we did also talk about Devon Diablo just kind of being a glorified in-box safety, unfortunately. Sometimes he misses quite a few tackles. Another pick that I would like, depending on what we do with that first pick, is Cam Hart out of Notre Dame. He's a cornerback, tested very well with his athleticism, which is going to be needed at that position. And I feel like with our DB coach and everything like that, I feel like he could possibly blossom into a star if developed properly. And there was a few linemen that I were looking at. One out of what is that? Is that North Dakota State? I believe that is. Yes. I can't remember his name, but he plays interior O line. Knowing that we need a right guard, I feel like that would be a good pickup. If I can find his name again, I'll go ahead and say it. But yeah, those are the three picks that I kind of got floating around at 77 that would likely be available. Maybe we take a running back around 77. I don't know because they say they want to do it by committee. Maybe they don't feel like the committee is enough yet. But those are the three main people that I have going at 77.
I'll give you a little more time, Dre. So I don't want to reach because we do have 112, and I think a player that I like is projected right around there to where it gets scary if he's going to be there or not. But I don't want to reach for him at 77. But I'm an Al Davis guy, man. When a guy runs a 4.2 at the combine, I know we have other more important needs. The guy runs a 4.2 at the combine, man. And he's there at 77. I done already taken care of the other two spots that I know I needed to take care of at 13 and 44. I'm adding Xavier Worthy, man.
Oh,
77. Okay. I know it's a bit of a reach, right? You guys looking at me like, that dude is 100. He's in the hundreds. Hey, I'm an Al Davis baby, man.
Even after we just took Trey Tucker?
Yep. Okay. I'm going to tell you why. We need more speed, bro. We need more speed on offense. We don't want the only guy that you're looking to go up top to be Trey Tucker. You feel me?
That's a fair assessment.
We want to get in multiple sets and scare the hell out of you with our speed, bro. We want to play action with our run game and go up top.
Force you to think quicker with less time.
Plus, I'm ignorant, man. The dude ran a 4.2. The dude ran a 4.2, and I'm a Raider fan. I've been around a long time, man. Al would get this guy in town. Al would fuck around and draft him at 13.
Yeah, Al would have drafted him at 13. I ain't gonna lie, he'd been testing my strength right there. That day, that brother, oh God. But no, I see what you say. I mean, speed does kill. At the end of the day, as we always say.
It doesn't go on the slump. You feel me? Speed is always there.
Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't be completely against it. No, that's not. No, I'm not mad at that.
So now, also though, let me say, if some of the top corners that we talked about are still lingering at 77, we don't have to go into the full list. But any of those top 6 still lingering at 77, I do that as well. But I like speed, man. I like Worthy. Even though I seen he's ranked in the right around where we pick at in the 4th round. That's like his exact ranking, like the 112.
Okay.
Which would be great to get him there. It would. Take
you still okay.
Take Trotter. right? Take Trotter at 77 and then grab him at 112. I'm a fan of that as well.
Yeah. I think like the pick at 112, I wouldn't be upset with Worthy going at 112. I think I'd be a little bit against it at 77, but I mean, who gives a shit if the kid performs? I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
That's all you're looking for.
that's a promise. I will not give a shit what pick you take him at if he performs well.
Believe me, I know I'm reaching at 77. Total out. Total out.
He said total.
Are you still going, Ragu?
What you think, right, Dre? No, go ahead, bro.
Okay, so I had you said you needed a cornerback, correct?
Yes.
So this is the one I was looking at this morning when I told you I was preparing. I just had to get it ready. That's why it took me a second. No, I think someone who can go to you guys and honestly, Terrion Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama. He's a good ball hawking corner.
I think he'll be gone in the first round.
Oh, you think he first round?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Terry and Arnold will be going the first round.
Yeah. So I know I threw a twist in it, Dre, but yeah. So a corner, we do need a corner. That's one of the needs. There's a few of them, and there probably will be one at 77, but not him.
Not him. Okay. So I just gotta make a swap in that.
Yeah.
So 77 pick. Okay. That is hilarious how everyone predicts
And
JJ
I twisted
McCarthy.
it up at the last second. Fucked everything up. I know that, but
that's just hilarious how everyone thinks McCarthy's going to the Raiders.
I pray to God not.
Well, we're gonna get to that.
Because you have the 77th pick, and that's the third round. So
this is gonna be more like Kool-Aid or TJ Tampa or somebody like that, man. One of them, you know.
Tampa.
It'd be more along that lines. At that pick, right?
Well, it would be okay. Yeah.
So we're doing the second round pick now, correct?
No, it's still. Dre was just thinking of a 77.
Okay. Yeah, I had it was just because it was I had
he was
it
talking
all
corner
different. Yeah. Damn, there's 77 pick. That's gonna be. Yeah, I had a old draft order. I didn't know we were doing it that way, so I had to. That was my fault, Rag. I should have been.
That's my bad. I came with the.
No. Fuck
no,
that.
I should have known you were gonna have some type of twist.
Keep up, nigga.
No, that's what Hey, sometimes it gotta happen that way. I just had should have known you were gonna swap it.
I like Kool-Aid at corner, and I like Kool-Aid too. At 77, though, Kool-Aid McKinstry out of Alabama.
Yeah, Kool-Aid will be gone.
So many corners, bro. Everybody can't be gone.
Kool-Aid will be going by second round. I think because I think the top 5 corners they'll be going by in the second round.
You think he'll get that? You think he'll get that that low?
Mean, some people got. I'm saying some people got Kool-Aid going in the first round. So crazier things have happened.
What about Wiggins?
Wiggins first round projected. Him, Wiggins, Mitchell, Arnold, McKinstry are the top 4, 5 corners. I forget who's the 5th. But I mean
Cooper, DeJohn.
Yes, DeJohn Cooper. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, I was just about to say, yeah, was it or is it Cooper DeJean? DeJean Cooper or Cooper DeJean?
It is
It's Cooper, right?
Cooper DeJean is his name.
Yeah, he would be solid because he had 41 pass defenses this past year and five pass defenses and I believe 41 or something like that tackles.
We got Kamari Lassiter.
Kamari Lassiter might be there.
Kamari Lassiter is a name that might be there at corner, Dre, at 77. We're gonna move on, Dre, to 44. Gonna move on to 44. Now, this is really gonna tell the story on what you guys think is gonna happen in the draft. I'm gonna let his airness go first. So 77, what you got? His airness.
77, I had Jeremiah Trotter. And
oh, my bad. I'm sorry. 44.
Okay, 44.
What you got? Second round.
Like I've said before, it depends on what happened, how aggressive our front office is with wanting to trade up and everything. We might not even have this pick, but this is based upon everything stays as it is right now.
Right.
I got your boy out of Washington, man, Michael Penix Jr. I think that's who they'll take right there. I just think that the top 3-4 guys will be gone. By the time we pick around 13, don't force it. Granted, he does have some injury concerns, but he looked good today at his pro day. Confirmed what I already knew: best deep ball thrower, pause, of the draft, and also intermediate route thrower as well. And he surprised me a little bit with his athleticism of I believe that was hand clock time of 4.46. So he can move around a little bit more. Yeah,
he ran a 4.4.
Yeah, 4.46. That's his unofficial time. Like I believe he was hand clock doing that. So he's a little bit more athletic than people give him for. Obviously, there's some mechanic things that you might want to work on. He has a wide base, which kind of makes him look like he's kind of pushing the ball downfield. If you ever notice him throw the football, kind of like when he kind of unloads, he's a little wide. Pause.
Pause. Yeah.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Nice catch.
Yeah, mechanic things that might need to be worked on, but who's a minority owner of the Raiders? Mr. Tom Brady. So Tom, it's time to get to work, partner. Get in the locker room with the QBs, teach them how to throw the football, teach them what it needs to be a leader, so we can get this franchise on the right track. But I think that based upon if everything stays the same right now, that's the only guy I can see being in a Raider jersey at 44 if everything stays as it is.
So we in Vegas, you gambled and left the guy there, thinking you can circle back to him at 44.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's the play. That's the play. I was wondering what you was gonna say. After he had that good pro day, huh?
Yeah, I mean because at 13, I'm not gonna say that it would be. It's not necessarily a reach at 13 if that is your franchise guy. It's just that I would prefer to go corner or trenches at that spot if we're gonna set him up for success. If we're gonna set any quarterback up for success, I get that we won 8 games last year and everybody's like, oh no, time is now. We need to push forward. But like we said, some of that is emotion. Some of that was finally getting from under the Daniels and Ziegler regime. Some of that was being well coached. But at some point, you need players with talent. And I do believe that you need to start with the trenches and then build outward. So I don't want to set Penix up for tragedy. Maybe we get a tackle at 13. Maybe we get a tackle at 13. So, and I just don't I don't want him to come into the team and have pause and have a hard time adjusting to the league.
All
like
right.
an
Dre,
extremely
what you
hard.
got?
So you said 44th, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So I got Bo Nix.
Uh,
I think Bo Nix is. I'm not saying he's gonna be. I think he's not. Well, I am saying that. I think he could be a good fit for your system. I think he would be a good fit for that coaching staff, and I think he'll learn a lot and grow.
wow. All right. All right. That's the shake up. He dropped a scud in there.
I had to fucking change it. I was like, shit.
Bo Nix at 44. He certainly will be there, I think.
I mean,
All
anything can
right.
happen. I'm just saying. No, I think he's gonna be a good fit. I think he's gonna be a good fit in a Raider uniform. I think he'll learn and grow a lot there, especially with the coaching staff and veterans he's got around him, like DA, and so I think he's gonna. I think they can help. I think
I,
they're gonna help build around him.
I hope you're right. I just do not trust Bo Nix, man. Granted, he was a freshman at Auburn, but I mean, he just didn't perform too well at Auburn. Then finally went to Oregon and then started performing well. And it was just I don't know, man. I granted the Pac-12 does repair QBs better than any conference in college football, in my opinion. Maybe it's because of the weather out there or what, I don't know. But not saying that Bo Nix didn't do anything good in college or anything like that, but I don't know. He could prove me wrong. I have been wrong plenty of times, as we've seen on All Grind Sports, but I
Well,
just don't.
yeah, he's not. He doesn't work for you at 44.
No, it's not a terrible pick at 44. It's not crazy. No, if they announce Bo Nix, I'd be like, okay, that's our guy. We need to go ahead and put everything behind him and push forward. But pause. But you know, uh, I prefer Penix over Nix personally.
He said, "I prefer picks over Knicks."
No, I said Penix over Nix.
So,
Oh,
so I gambled as well and left Penix in the first round, and that's who I select as well, man. With the
Yeah,
number
because
44 selection, Raiders select Michael
I
Penix
mean,
Jr.,
because
University of
at
Washington.
that point, after us, I mean, who else is really quarterback needy? You know what I'm
We're
saying?
gonna get into
So
that.
I
So
just see many teams after us who are truly needy at the QB position. So I'll
I
take
like him because they said he's got one of the top arms in the draft. Said he's got some big old paws. Um, and as we talked about before, he throws a nice out.
Oh
And he
yeah,
throws a nice post pattern.
boy, that
Uh,
post. Like
which
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Reg. I could watch him throw a post route all day long. Like it's a
we
thing of
talked
beauty,
about that, yeah.
bro. It's perfectly leveraged for his wide out to have enough room to catch the ball without the defender touching the football or anything. And if you do, it's going to be PI anyway. So,
Yeah.
man, oh man,
Yeah.
it's like
So
work hard.
I love the pick at 44, hoping taking a gamble. I hope that he would be there. And I like Penix at 44 too. All right. I'm gonna wrap it
Okay.
up too, right there. I ain't even gonna go all into it.
Yeah.
I said what I said. You already said what you said.
Yes, sir.
Dre's gonna go with Bo Nix there. All
Okay.
right. So now look, I got another twist.
Okay. Let me hear it.
Now, sports guys, in the first round, here's what I want you to do. Go 1 through 13.
Oh, okay. So,
I'll give you the
pick.
order. I'll give you guys the order. So
we know number one is Caleb Williams. I mean, it's no surprise.
no bullshit. No need to bullshit around on
Yeah,
that.
no need to bullshit around. We're all in
All right.
agreement that Caleb Williams is going number one. Agreed?
I can
Yeah.
accept that. I can respect
Yep.
that.
Agreed.
Now, here's where shit gets a little twisted, okay? because now the order of things,
Herb.
the the rumors and all that type of shit start coming into play. It's draft time. It's a month leading up to the draft. Number two, I've been going back and forth between Daniels and May like every single day. One day I'm like, oh, they're gonna take May. The next day I'm like, oh, they're gonna take Daniels. Oh, they're gonna take May. Oh, they're gonna take Daniels. I think that
You just
number
can't
two,
wait for the draft to be
yeah,
over.
I think that number two will be Drake May. I do
That's
think
that's a respectable pick.
yeah, I think that he's
He could put the ball on the dime.
he reminds me a lot of Josh Allen without the interception and turnover problem as much.
Well, how can he remind Josh without the Josh Allen experience?
No. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about he could possibly be a little bit better than Josh Allen if put in the right situation and
Josh be out there turning that motherfucker over, boy.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead, though.
And Drake May
not to interrupt
you. Yeah, no, you're right. Drake May has better accuracy coming into the league than Josh Allen did. Without question, he can make more throws than Josh Allen could coming into the league.
Hey, you know what? That was the knock on him, huh? He was not fucking accurate. From Wyoming.
When he was at Wyoming, he was
I remember.
I remember, bro. 60% pass accuracy. And I was wrong about Josh Allen. When they made the pick, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? It's like, what the fuck is this? This kid couldn't throw 60% at Wyoming. What the fuck is he finna do in the NFL?
This draft, that draft reminds me of this draft because it was just quarterbacks. That's all we fucking talked about.
Yeah.
But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Drake May has the same strong arm. He was at like the opposite 25, 20-yard line, and on a rope just hit the other goalpost, like in the middle, right in the middle of the goalpost, like perfect. And I'm like, holy shit, this kid's got an arm and he's fucking accurate. I was like, I don't give a fuck who does that shit. That shit's impressive. So I just think that he is also the most prototypical quarterback. I think he's more athletic than people give him credit for. He's not fast, but he's strong. He's a big guy.
Prototypical, do you mean his height, sir?
Yes and no. I just also mean he's a prototypical, he's kind of like Aaron Rodgers, just, pocket quarterback with a little bit of escapability. I can get understand. I can do shotgun, in this sense, I truly mean prototypical. But is he taller than Jaden Daniels? Yes, he is taller. Yes, he's taller. That's no question. So go ahead, Dre. My bad. I know I'm running up time. Shit,
no, you good. You good. I was just gonna say. You're good. I was just gonna say McDaniels.
You got me over here laughing and shit. My bad, man.
No, you good. It's funny because he was like, you hear Ragu in the background under his voice. You good, Isaiah? I was just playing. I was like, damn. Because I thought he was serious too. I was like, oh. But I was just gonna say, like you said, he's like an Aaron Rodgers. He'll only run if if his pocket collapses, and that's about it.
Yeah, he's not gonna force himself out of the pocket. Like he's gonna make a smart decision and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, Ragu, if this was the Patriots, then I would definitely be talking about him being taller than Jaden Daniels for sure. This was the Patriots. So this is where things get interesting at number 3.
All right.
I think we have...
Dre, where you at, Dre? No, go ahead, Isaiah. Go ahead.
I think.
Do you, Isaiah?
I think that one of the two offer King's ransom, and they're technically, the brother of one another as far as mascots are concerned. A Raider is similar to a Viking. I think one of those teams offer a King's ransom and trade up with the Patriots. I'm talking multiple first rounders, maybe even multiple second rounders, a third, and like a fifth or something. And they move up and go get their guy, Jaden Daniels.
So
I think
they
that,
get New England on the phone and give them a quote unquote offer they can't refuse.
yes, absolutely. Like, I tell me what you need to get this
I
guy
could
in a Vikings or Raiders uniform. Because one of the teams are going to call. One of those two teams, I feel like, are the two teams that are going to trade up for his services. And
the Vikings need somebody unless they
yeah, yeah.
trust you.
The reason why I say the Vikings, they control 2 first-round picks this year, so that is extremely enticing. I mean, even if
Yeah, two.
yeah, they have the 11th in like the Texans pick. They traded with the Texans.
Oh, that's
So
Yeah, they
right.
got
yeah,
two number one picks, two
so
first round
that's
picks.
that's extremely hard to refuse, even if you say, and then we'll give you a third first rounder next year. So now, okay, I can double up at, let's say, whatever positions I need to do in the first round, and I got a second rounder next year. I mean, this year from them, 2 second rounders this year, and I have a first rounder next year. That's hard to refuse. Now, for the Raiders, it's going to take a little bit more. It's going to be difficult, but let's just say, for my sake, because I am a Raider fan and this is the Raider Ragu show, the fucking Raiders are going to make the King's ransom and trade up for our guy, Jaden Daniels. I think that,
What do
I
you
mean,
have?
AP,
What do you have our beloved Raiders giving up, sir?
it's going to take 3 first rounders, 2 second rounders, a third rounder, and a fifth rounder. It's
The
going to take
third
a
and the
lot.
fifth, what year?
The third next year, and no, the third, not next year, the year after next year, and the fifth next year.
And in the next 3 years of first round picks. And you said second rounders as well?
I said 2 second rounders.
And that's next year and the year after?
No, that's this year and next year.
Oh, so we don't have 44. All
No.
right. It doesn't matter, huh?
We'd have 77, but we would, you got to forget about 44 for this year. And Raider fans, I get it. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? All those fucking picks. Just like the Bills GM
Well, wait
said.
a minute, bro. We just picked Penix at 44.
I get that. I get that. But if
So that was if this shit didn't work out.
So you want me to do it with everybody, no trades at all? Because if we do it with no trades, I can do that too.
No, hold on. So you said if the pick you made a few moments ago is contingent on this shit you're saying right now not working.
Correct. Absolutely. Correct. It's contingent.
All right, but I need you to give me the pick that goes along with your other pick.
Too. Okay, that's fine. Okay, perfect. So no trades. At number 3.
And I understand though. And I understand what you trying to do. Don't get me wrong.
No, for sure. Okay, for sure. My bad. I jumped ahead a little bit.
We know that scenario.
Yeah, I jumped the gun.
We gave up 3 years of first round picks. We gave up the next 2 years of second round picks. We gave up a third and a fifth in the next 2 years. Yeah. To get to number 3 to get J5. We know we want J5.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But now.
So let's say fuck that. That's not on table. Patriots say fuck y'all. Say fuck the Vikings. Fuck y'all. They still take J5. I think that they've been looking for a guy too long. I do think that him and Gerard Mayo can find a way to get along. You know what I'm saying? He's a black man in Boston as well, so he'll help him navigate that. And you know, I mean, so I still think that they take J5. What about you, Dre? This is your guys. This is your team. So I'm gonna let you really have the floor with this one.
So the whole JJ McCarthy thing is like, and this is coming from an analytical standpoint now. Mm-hmm. I'm more afraid. Like I'm a part of me does low key get a little excited. Like a part of me says I don't mind drafting him just because I feel like he would kind of fit that Patriot, 1, 2, 3, 5, that little 5-yard rinky dink pass. I think he could be a fit for that. The only thing I'm worried about is in college, college and NFL, that's 2 different things. That's 2 different beasts. So I just feel like he needs to put on a little more weight. I don't know. For me, it's a little nerve-wracking, but another part of me is excited because I feel like he can do a lot. He can run, he can throw. But it just it just depends. Like you said, I hope is it the right is New England even the right system? Is
Yeah.
that the right fit for him? Is he
My,
gonna
my
have the guys? Because
yeah.
right now,
Do
real
you
quick,
like him for New England, Dre? Yes, is your answer.
I'm gonna go yes.
Yeah, and I kind of concur with Dre. It's like, bro, so what is New England's plan going forward with the rest of the team? Like you tried this shit once with Mac Jones. Not saying that they're the same player, but you didn't give Mac much to work with on offense, and there's not much to work with now. So
And that's where that I'm glad you said because that's where my remember when I said I'm saying yes, I think he is, but that's where my stomach starts to rumble a bit when I think about Mac wasn't really given a lot. Not, again, they're not the same people, but Mac wasn't given a lot of guys. So if McCarthy comes in with the same thing, what do you expect him to do? Be Superman? Not everyone is Tom Brady.
yeah,
So
and
don't expect him to come out and be the guy to correct and fix everything, especially in his rookie year. So I just if that's their plan, he'll last a minimum 2 years
yeah,
if that's their plan.
The Bama
So they need to start if
quarterbacks,
they
not to step on you, Dre, but the Bama
no you good.
quarterbacks, Jalen ended up coming from Oklahoma. The
Mm-hmm.
Bama quarterbacks um, play with a lot of really good players in college. And when most of them get to the league, they not shit. Uh, Mac Jones had a decent rookie year, and people got all excited like he was gonna be a guy, right? Um, I'm just saying, if if I'm for my money, New England, I'm gonna trust New England to be New England. New England's gonna get JJ McCarthy, man. New
But
really.
if
England,
they're gonna do that, at least help build talent around it. Because Mac Jones didn't really have much. So what are they gonna expect him to do? So they have to at least put pieces, give him pieces.
yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I mean,
Um,
I'm looking at the mock. My bad, right? I just want to say real quick. I'm looking at the mock draft, and I just right now on my computer, and they already got for the Jets' fifth pick, they got Marvin Harrison Jr. I was like, hey, I think he could be if we would be lucky enough to get him. I don't think we will, but they got him projected at the Jets, and I'm like, y'all got to build around him if you want him to really perform. Because if not, he's just gonna get hurt or just at best be mid.
Yeah.
so Isaiah thinks May at 2. I I tend to go with Daniels at 2, but let's just say May. I'm gonna say let's look at it as if May got picked second, right? AJ McCarthy's getting picked third. Now,
Okay.
King's ransom time, Isaiah, to the Cardinals.
Oh yeah. Then yeah,
King's
that would be yeah.
ransom to the Cardinals now. Get the Cardinals on the phone and don't let them off the fucking
Agreed. Agreed. Absolutely. I mean, in the dream world, that would be perfect. Do not let the Cardinals off the phone. Don't even if you hear a phone ringing in the background, tell them niggas to hang that shit up because don't accept any other call except the rings.
phone. Tell them you called them to pay them. We called to pay the cost to get to the fourth pick. We didn't call to negotiate.
No,
Hey, you feel me? You feel me, my dude? We did not
I'm with you.
this shit. We not calling to be like, well, you know, we got this for you. We are in a asking posture what you need, because now it's time. Now it's time. If he's sitting there at 4, if he is fucking sitting there at 4,
you got to go get him.
AP,
He's right there.
Tom
He's in your
T,
draft.
Mark Davis, all of you guys, you gotta fucking make that shit happen. If he's sitting there at 4, if the league spoke and said they ain't fucking with him at 1, 2, or 3, right? We know the Cardinals want to put MH2 with Kyler, but you gotta pay him to not take that. You gotta pay him to not take that, because surely the New York Giants are taking MH2 if the Cardinals don't.
Yeah.
Right. And going further, if the Giants don't, Tennessee will. So MH is gone. They can kiss him goodbye. Pause. But you gotta call with an offer good enough for them to not take a player who everybody, you know, all intents and purposes has as a possible gold jacket.
Yeah. Give them a reason to not say no.
Yeah, like don't bullshit them. Like, don't try to bullshit them. Don't insult them. So they have a choice in making and hanging up the phone. But don't start too high where you fuck yourselves over and shit. But these guys know what the fuck they're doing. They know what the fuck to do. Make the fucking deal happen. If those 3 go off the board, as Ragu said, I swear, if I don't hear trade is in, the Raiders have traded with the, I'll be extremely pissed off.
All right, but we gonna keep going as if the trade didn't happen. All right, so 4. New England took. I'll say they're gonna take McCarthy. Arizona takes Marvin Harrison Jr. Chargers at 5. What's that? Who's somebody balling? Has some foot?
No, that's my TV and shit. My bad.
Oh, I heard someone say, "Shut up."
No, that's TV and shit. My bad.
Chargers at 5.
Oh, you said Chargers at 5?
Yeah, Harbaugh there. They got the QB. Some people think tight end. Some people think O-line. Some people think wide receiver. What you guys think? I think wide receiver. I'm gonna say Odunze right here.
You got Odunze?
I'm going to say,
it's
not going to be a wide receiver, but Brock Bowers out of Georgia. I think that they go tight end here. They claim that he's generational. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know what I'm saying? So I think that they go Brock Bowers here.
For I'm sorry, which team was it for again?
That's a solid
pick. For
which one?
The Chargers.
Chargers, that's what it was.
So now we starting to get a little difference of opinion here. We was a little unified here. Bowers, Odunze. What you say, Dre?
I think he's gonna back for the Chargers. I honestly think they're gonna end up going for an OT and get out of Oregon State. Excuse my language. Not language. Excuse if I say it wrong. But Tallahassee Fuaga.
Oh, so you have him over Joe Alt out of Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think they're gonna end up going with him because they need an OT, and I think he's a really solid fit for the Chargers. I think Alt will go. He'll get picked up. I just don't think it'll be by the Chargers. They need
so Joe Alt is the number 1 tackle in the draft consensus. It's consensus too, Dre.
I'd say I've
I'm a
seen it more.
USC fan, and I even fucking say it about the fucking guy.
I mean, I've
Goes to
seen it
Notre
more
Dame.
often than not that he's the number one.
Texas Longhorn. No.
So we'll see.
No, bro. All right. When when the Chargers get him, we have to have a show because I feel like that's where they're going.
All right, we'll see. So I think the receiver, Ant say Bowers. Dre, you're saying the tackle, Fuaga from
Yeah,
Oregon
Oregon
State.
State.
All right, now 6 New York Giants.
They got 6.
This is where I think Odunze comes off the board.
I got Malik Neighbors here.
I was just about to say receiver out of LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, he's gonna the way he can create separation to me when I watched him play. I mean, that kid he's gonna be a baller wherever he goes.
Yeah.
I just think that's the way the board will fall. I just think that Odunze falls off the board here. Not to say there's anything wrong with Odunze.
We didn't do Tennessee yet, did we?
With Neighbors.
Oh, that's where we are right now. Go ahead, Dre. 7.
Okay. I got Joe Alt going to Tennessee.
I agree with that.
Because that is who, and the Titans are in dire need to of help anyway in that position, that DT position. So I think he's gonna be. I feel like he'll fall into a good system over there.
Yeah, I think Joe Alt comes off the board right here. I just think that I mean, he could go at number 5 with the Chargers as well. I just think the first tackle will be number 7.
I got Joe Alt here.
Oh, so we were all in agreement, but just it's just a different way.
On here,
I didn't have Fuaga going to the Chargers at 5.
I promise you, this is
the first O lineman off the board right here, right now for me. What about, all right, keep it going. We did the Titans. What about the Falcons, Atlanta Falcons at 8?
Dallas Turner.
Edge.
Yeah, junior out of Bama.
Yeah, edge rusher. Dallas
Turner.
Um,
Bro, do you know how much pressure he is going to bring to that Atlanta D? Pause.
Yeah, and I agree with that. That's the pick there. That is the pick there.
I think you know what? I'm gonna go in a different direction here. Fuck it. This is where Malik Neighbors will be at. I think that they fully just say, fuck it, we are going to score. We're gonna run it up in Atlanta, man.
Going high power
with Neighbors. Yeah, Neighbors, Pitts, London, Robinson. I mean, hey, even without so but I wouldn't be surprised at the Dallas Turner pick either. That would be a good pick because I mean, yeah, your offense is pretty set right now. So, but I just think that they'll shock everybody and say, "Fuck it, we finna run up the score on niggas."
Chicago comes back into the draft at 9.
Yep, and you know who they're going for, don't you? They're going for because they are in need of. They're trying to add more depth to that wide receiver position, so they might get out of Washington senior Rome Odunze. Odunze, yeah, there you go, Odunze. Thank you. Can't be sounding like JC misspelling names.
So let me rewind. Be clear. Marvin Harrison Jr. is gone at 4.
Yeah, you said Marvin Harrison Jr. was going at 4. You had Odunze at 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm
Neighbors at 6.
Hold on. I'm gonna redact my Falcons pick. The Falcons are taking Dallas Turner. I agree with you guys. I think that Neighbors will go here.
To Chicago.
Chicago, yes.
And I had the 3 straight receivers and Harrison, Odunze, Neighbors.
Whew.
At 4, 5, and 6.
6, yeah.
7, Joe Alt.
Add Alt, yeah, that's another one.
8, Dallas. 9, Chicago. What we got?
Neighbors. I got Neighbors here since Odunze, Marvin Harrison Jr. gone.
Did we do AZ?
So, yeah,
that's Marvin.
Oh yeah, that was okay. Because I was gonna, I my bad. I had Jared Verse going in that one.
And where?
Oh no, I'm looking. No, I had my board mixed up. Never mind.
Oh, I was about to say number 4.
No,
I was about to take Marvin Harrison Jr.
Rewind. Went back. Okay, went back. We good.
No disrespect to Jared Verse, because I think he'll be a fine NFL player. I just
just not there.
Yeah, just not at number 4. He could sneak into the top 10. He could.
It could happen, but I just don't see it being likely.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. They've been teeter-tottering between him and Turner a little bit, especially at the versus combine performance.
They follow from Burners. If you guys just tuned in late, I rewinded, so just in case.
They will, Dre. They will. They're gonna make sure they get all of it. Pause.
My bad. So Ragu, about one of the players I mentioned earlier, Michael Penix, his official time is a 4.53 40 time. And NFL coach says that the QB is locked in first rounder now. So it's looking like he's not going to be around at 44
now we got to jump. Now you got to take your guy right at 13. Well, all right. See, that just fucked shit up.
Yeah, I mean, it fucked up my 44. I mean, but it came out after we started recording, you guys. So fuck that. We're still going with the previous information we had. Fuck that. Fuck that. They fucked up the show. So we trying our best to give y'all good info, but these fuckers come out with information. We started this show, 30, 40 minutes ago, and that information came out during the show. It's not my fucking fault. It's not my fucking fault. Just before the show, all you heard was injury concerns and shit. He's not tall enough and shit. And now all of a sudden, locked in first rounder. Fucking bullshit. Fuck the scouts.
They're watching our show right as we speak.
Fuck them.
We ain't even made it had him as a first round pick yet. All right.
My thing is exactly. My thing is I would have had Penix as a first rounder to start with, but everybody with the injury concerns and shit. So I'm like, well, based upon the board and shit, the way it's gonna fall based on what they saying, he's a second rounder. Now bullshit. Fuck you guys at NFL Network. Fuck you guys at ESPN. Fuck you guys at all those other networks, because y'all make my job so fucking hard. I'm sorry, Ragu. Damn, that shit just.
No, you good.
That really grinded my fucking gears, man. Fucked up my whole.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
I'm just saying, fucked up my whole little.
We didn't start the show a whole 40 minutes ago.
I got Brian Thomas, the other LSU kid, here to the Bears. All right. Okay. Moving on. Jets.
Jets. Jets. This is where, even though they did go get what's his name? Was that Armstead out of Dallas? I think that you can't pass up on protection for Aaron. So I think that they go Fuaga here. I think Fuaga is here at number 10.
Okay, that's a circle back, because I got a circle back too, and I got Bowers here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, I got Bowers here.
Yeah, I was gonna throw in too. I'm gonna swap Bowers and bring him back to the Jets, because they need some serious help, and they just signed someone to protect Aaron Rodgers' blind spot.
You know what? Hold on. No, I'm lying, because they still have Mekhi Becton, if I'm not mistaken. Did they resign
I
McCoy?
thought he was a free agent, but I haven't heard of him signing nowhere.
Hold on, let me see.
They're either gonna go with Bowers. For me, my bad, Isaiah. I feel like it's gonna.
No, he good. He
like,
looking up something. So yeah.
Because this one.
No, he's
This
still a
one
free agent. Yeah, he's a free agent still.
Yeah, they
so,
haven't signed him.
I got Fuaga going here to replace Becton.
That's a good one.
I feel like it could.
But
I feel
Kai plays right side, right?
Yes, he plays right tackle.
So no, you don't like Lathan, the more natural right tackle?
okay.
Excuse me.
The reason why I say no is because I don't think Armstead is going to last at left tackle for too much longer. He's how old is Armstead? Teron Armstead's got to be like what
30,
late 30s now, going pushing up there. So
36, 36, like 35, 36.
No, they didn't sign Armstead. Excuse me, they signed what's his name? Oh my gosh, Tyron Smith. Excuse me. Good God.
Dallas.
Yeah, Tyron Smith. Yeah, so he played in he's 33 now. So and he'll turn 34 during the season. I think that Fuaga come in, play right tackle for a year or two, and then with him retiring, then he'll move back over to left tackle, take over that spot.
I'm actually gonna go ahead.
I know that it fucking because like I completely get that left tackle is completely different from right tackle. It's like, oh, you're switching them up. I just think that it's too much to one of them is going to have to move over to right tackle because it's just too much to pass up on a tackle that good at number 10, unless like because I have Brock Bowers already going to the Chargers. You feel me? So if Brock Bowers was here at 10, then I would say go ahead and take him. But I just think that he's too good of a tackle to pass up on. Latham is good as well, but I
Joe
think
Alt is gone, and
Joe Alt's gone.
You already have Bowers gone, and this is a good pick.
Yeah, this is my second best tackle on the board right now.
Honest, you know what?
Did you say for who you had for the Jets, Dre?
No, that's what I was about to say right now. I was gonna. No, you're good. It was Bowers, but then I actually like it can be him, but now I feel like it's more so gonna fall in the hands of excuse me if I say his name wrong. Olowu Fashanu.
University of Washington
Penn
right
State.
Tackle.
No, out of Penn State. This dude's an elite.
Fosanu.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Let me read back.
Right?
Let me go back. I think that they will. Yeah. I'm with Dre on that one. I think that they'll take him right there at 10. Thank you, Dre.
And the reason I know for a fact that they're going to take. Remember how I just said they just signed someone to protect his AR's blind spot. Well, this kid in college, Fashanu, and correct me if I say your name wrong. He allowed only 17 pressures with just one hit and no sacks on 733 pass blocking snaps. 17 total pressures and no sacks.
It's a lot of tackles, man. It's a lot of tackles in this.
That's why we got the sports junkie on the show, because I completely forgot about him. Thank you,
That's
Dre.
why we got him. That's why you got him. Yes, sir. Ching, boom, bing, ching. All right. We are now to the Minnesota Vikings at 11. Excuse me.
Which one? You said Vikings?
Yes, sir.
So with the new information that has fucked around and developed.
Oh no.
Penix.
I mean, they need a QB.
That would really sting. Oh, that shit would sting.
I mean, with the new information that has developed, if we're saying that the top 4 guys are gone, they need a QB more than anybody, unless you're going into the season with Sam Darnold being your guy. It's going to be Penix. I mean, that like if they're saying if what is true, and they're saying
we don't have 4 guys gone already, right? We don't have 4 guys gone, bro.
McCarthy's not gone?
Yeah, Caleb, we got May or J5. We had McCarthy, or May, and then Arizona's pick.
Oh, okay. My bad. Then McCarthy. I still think McCarthy goes before Penix, even after this pro day.
Yeah, that really don't do that to me, bro.
Honestly, because the Vikings, they have Jaron Hall as their backup at the moment,
Hey, a
and
nigga Phyllis was hurt, bro.
I thought, my bad. So I thought what had happened was we had discussed, like, the trade scenario.
Hey, you had me ready to ride to Minnesota and fuck shit up. Hey, so McCarthy or if McCarthy got taken, May, right?
Yeah.
May right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
right.
If May is still on the board, I think that, let's just say, if the scenario happens where you're talking about, let's say it goes Williams, Daniels, and then McCarthy, the Giants would be stupid as shit to not take May.
The Giants?
I'm sorry. Ship that, cut your losses, ship Daniel Jones out of town, and take May. Even if the Raiders on the clock, call up. I mean, if whoever's on the call up and get May. May is another quarterback that I would trust. Yes. I just don't think that he'll be available after the first two picks.
What you say about that, Dre?
Ragu, go watch some of that. Go watch some of that film on May. I ain't gonna lie. He one of them. I prefer J5 to the mobility, but Drake May one of them.
Drake May has good ball placement in his throws.
Pause.
Yeah, thank you. But I can honestly see, even though I can still see JJ going to New England, I can also see them. I can also see him dropping because anything can happen. So I could also see him going to Minnesota.
I just feel like immediately first day Drake May coming in would be better than fucking Daniel Jones immediately.
Oh, like, for sure.
It's not even close. Like, in my personal opinion.
I think honestly, it's time for. I'm surprised Daniel Jones hasn't already been released. I mean, traded. Like he's got to go somewhere.
Traded.
He's not going to win. He's not going to do nothing here.
I was about to say traded is. It'd be nice if he got traded. They can get something back for his ass. Because I give you a bag of tortilla chips back for that nigga.
What's going to happen if they don't trade? At some point he will be released.
Well, he's gonna have to be released because after they gave him that,
they're paying Daniel Jones $35 million.
Oh yeah, bye. Yeah, I forgot they were paying him that much. Holy shit! Yeah, and what did they do after that payday? Not a damn thing.
Nothing. Instead of giving Saquon the money, they said, "Oh,
we'll give him all the blame."
So hold on. So Isaiah, you still saying that? What you saying about the quarterback? They paying this dude $35 million, bro. $47 million cap hit.
If it falls the way it falls, fuck him. Fuck that.
So you gonna have him as a backup sitting there at $35 million?
Yeah, sit 1 year and then the next year we cut him once the money is lowered post June 1st cut. Fuck that. Immediately. Immediately.
Now they could get out in 25 at 2 years, $82 million.
That's why see
with 22 mil dead cap next year though. That's next year. That's
that's what I'm
this
saying.
Season.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Fuck it. It's okay. It's okay. It sucks. It sucks to be wrong sometimes, but hey,
I don't think they're doing that, bro.
No, I'm just saying if it happened to go that way, they would be best advised to do that shit. You muted yourself.
I know. I was. So, that's a chunk of change, bro. 81 million guaranteed at signing. That's his 23 and 24 salary. So he is on the team this year.
Yes, absolutely.
He's on the team for sure. Absolutely. At 35, base salary, AAV 41 million. No way they drafted a quarterback.
I get what you said, but that was their fault. They made the wrong mistake, man.
They can't shit down their leg now. They got to stick
I
with the
agree.
program.
I agree. It's gonna be everybody's gonna be a big fucking shits and calling for people's heads and shit. But I mean, they should be calling for people's head right now. Pause. Because I mean, what has Daniel Jones produced? What that playoff
Now
season
look,
wasn't.
they could say he's not ready. They could kind of ride with that because
Maybe they do that and let him sit for a year, and then
No,
when
I'm
Daniel
saying
Jones,
Daniel Jones. They could say his injury. He not back from the injury all the way. You feel me? They could do that. They could do that if they want to waste this money. If they want to waste that guaranteed money they paying this guy.
I mean, they're already wasting it, Ragu. I mean,
Like that.
they already like it's not like I'm sorry. I mean, it's already being wasted. It's already being pissed down their leg. Like,
That was yeah, Brad. Unfortunately, you're 2 years too late.
He said they already wasted that shit.
I'm saying, I'm sorry. They already wasted that shit, man.
You know what they did? Not only did they do that, but they put all the blame on Saquon.
Yeah, man.
That's the
Fuck
crazy
that.
thing. Paid him
All
all
right.
that money.
All right.
Had one 400-yard game, and that was it.
All right. So we went back to Giants, but we had already went past them, man.
Yeah, we did the Jets. So who's after the Jets? Broncos?
Vikings.
No, Vikings. We did the Vikings. We said McCarthy.
Yeah.
Denver.
I got Bowers going there, actually.
Huh.
I think that they
My
they
bad.
try to replace their number one receiver there as well and go get BTJ out of LSU, LeBron Thomas Jr. I think that they try to, replace Jerry Judy and try to get an actual number one receiver who doesn't have more drops and touchdowns. So yeah.
Honestly, I just think, I mean, he could. I mean, Brock. I mean, I'm sure there's the other people players that could go to Denver, but I just feel like Brock Bowers he's the most available, I would say. Better, I think he would be a better option for them.
Okay. Yeah. No, I can see Brock Bowers getting down to 12.
So you guys got the Donkeys not taking a QB.
No. Word in Donkey Camp is that they really like Stidham. So
Just thought that.
yeah, word out of Jenkins.
I like Bo Nix here for the Donkeys.
Oh,
I can see that too.
I could see that.
He's tall enough. He's tall enough. He's got some familiarity with the area playing in the Pac-12. So
otherwise, we got to get to we got to get in front of it. With today's developments.
Yeah, even if whatchamacallit,
all right, let's just stick with I ain't even gonna do that, bro. Let's just stick with how we had it going. I have actually that hold on. I'm gonna revise the pick for the Donks. I'm gonna revise the pick for the Donks.
Seems like it's time to revise.
I got the Donkeys taking Jarrett first, right here. Florida State. Edge. That's what I got the donkeys taking right here. Now, 13. Oh, did you say Dre? Donks? Who you
For
got?
Denver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Bowers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bowers. Isaiah, you went with who?
Shit, who did I go with? I done forgot that motherfucking fast. Who the fuck did I say?
Donkeys.
BTJ. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said to try to get whatchamacallit, because they claim that they like Stidham down there in Donkey Camp. So
Right. And I'm saying Jared versus Edge. All right, 13, Raiders. Raiders first pick. We can stop here. We're not going to go to 14. Raiders first pick. All right, so we already gambled and we left Penix here. We thought he was going to be at 44. We got report while we was talking about he ran a 4.5. Now he's in the first round. But we ain't going to go off that. We going off what we were saying already. So at 13, what you got the Raiders grabbing right now?
Right now, I have it between Quinyon Mitchell or Terrion Arnold, but I prefer Terrion Arnold. I just feel like he's a little bit more battle tested coming out of the SEC. I mean, the last time we took a MAC player in the first round, it turned out well. So I wouldn't be mad at Quinyon Mitchell either. But once again, this is before the developments of pro days and shit that all these scouts and experts and everybody now all of a sudden motherfucker consensus first round. But
yeah.
I have
something. Ain't that something?
And it was 40 minutes. We had said it 40 minutes before. Like that's the show started 40 minutes ago, and then that gets dropped on us. Pause.
So, Dre, did you got somebody, Dre?
Yeah, I had Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh, you guys both like the corners here.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, they can't go wrong. I mean, if they got Mitchell or Terrion, but I think they're like, when it comes down to decision time, I think they're gonna go with Quinyon.
I like
one of your picks, Dre, right here, and that is Taliese Fuaga.
Well, okay, thank you. So
Oregon
it was
State right here for me.
Like I said, I would like that pick as well, right there, because like you said, I mean, what's him call is gonna need somebody to protect him.
Whoever it is.
Yeah, Penix,
even if it's Gardner Minshew. Hell.
Yeah, they're gonna need somebody to protect him. So I wouldn't be mad. I've said multiple times, build the trenches on this show, and that's what they were doing right there. So I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Like, I mean.
All right. So we'll wrap that up. Segment 2. That was a long ass segment, I know. Last segment right here. This one is gonna be the quickest one of all.
That was a fun segment.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely. The whole fucking show is fun.
Always.
So, rumors and whatnot. Anything guys heard floating around out there? Well, we got a big
my sources.
Pause.
I'm out here in Vegas. If you see me, holla at your boy. Say what's up. But got a few sources close to the Raiders there, here and there. Never will expose my sources, but Devontae Adams did post today that when Jaden Daniels had said my game speaks for itself, he had posted a picture of that on his Instagram story. There is many rumors that both the Vikings and Raiders are being very aggressive in wanting to trade up for a top 3 pick with Daniels in mind. Because a lot of people think that the Washington Commanders are leaning more towards May due to, J5 just being a little bit skinnier and, less mechanically sound. Also, I've seen that supposedly, some way, somehow, we're still looking to add a star corner. So, not sure in what way. They said whether that's the draft or whether that is through via trade. They're looking to add a star DB some way, somehow. So
that's the Commanders?
No, the Raiders.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
They're still looking to add that guy in the back end pause who can create turnovers in there.
Hey,
Come on, Ragu. This is the Raider Ragu show, not the Commander show.
I am a Trojan through and through, and Adoree is
You're a
available.
Longhorn.
Adoree is gonna be a little bit expensive, but he's still there.
Yeah, Adoree Jackson is there. He's been linked to the Raiders because he played under Patrick Graham in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So he would have ties there. I
from Burners.
don't know.
Adoree gonna get signed tomorrow. They fucking follow from Burners.
I don't know.
So
That's just been the rumor in town. But J5 is the obvious favorite at QB. And that's just been the rumor.
Yeah. So we talked about the O-line.
Correct.
Word on the streets. I don't know if you heard it. You out there in Vegas. They want to move Mumford to guard.
I've heard about that as well. But this just in as well. Penix is meeting with 5 teams, and the Raiders is one of them, as well as the Broncos and the Giants.
Giants.
Yeah.
No, the Broncos got
Giants, y'all need to stand down, New York. Y'all need to stand the fuck down.
I told you they're getting tired of that sorry ass nigga Jones.
Y'all need to stand the fuck down, New York.
I do need them to hey, go ahead, chill out. But yeah.
So check me out. We go Fuaga, Mumford, James, who they resign, Parham, and the guy Colt Miller.
Yeah.
That's
to me, that's a decent old line. I mean,
that is, man.
I mean, I feel like they can't do nothing but get better.
That's a decent old line, man. And I'm a fan of that. So, but now though, everything is messed up because they did.
Penix went out there and showed his. Yeah, he went out there and showed his ass on his pro day. Nigga, you knew what you were supposed to do. You knew what you were supposed to go out there, throw some duds,
throw some dirt balls.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, balls.
Have a fucked up mechanic where you got it, your arm all cocked like this, throwing the football and shit. Yeah. Now you done fucked up the play.
Then you fucked around and ran a 4.5. Fucked up my whole little board.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't even think you was mobile, nigga. Now you done let these niggas know you can get down the road and skate and shit. Come on, man. Come on, man.
You can get down the road and skate.
Exactly, man. Be for real, man. You knew the play.
Come on, guys. Real quick, for anyone who's watching this show, not only do you get sports intel, but you get a little bit of jokes in between.
So, anyway, so that we have that right there. We heard that, and we've been hearing that Raiders gonna be aggressive, but we get specifics on trying to compete with Minnesota because it looks like the Commanders are gonna lean towards Drake May, and perhaps in New England it's gonna be McCarthy, which leaves a free-for-all right there at the 4th spot.
Well, the rumor is they're trying to get in that top 3 pick. They don't want to even leave it a chance and let, you know what I'm saying, New England have that chance to think about, we're going to take McCarthy, or are they going to take Daniels? Like the two, it's just that it's always been the Vikings and the Raiders are extremely aggressive. The Broncos seem like they're going to wait and see who will fall to 12. and he'll still be on the board. But
I got the and I know you want J5, but I got the sneaking suspicion that the Raiders would be all right with McCarthy too.
I just don't trust McCarthy. I don't trust that shit.
What if we
He wants Justin Fields.
I'm not gonna lie. That's like the only pick that I will be in this house flipping shit over.
He wanted Justin Fields.
I'm sorry. Nah. I can't get
what if
I can't get but if he performs well, and I act the ass like that on draft night, I will go to the stadium each and every Sunday after he proves me wrong and say, Jay McCarthy, I'm sorry, with a fucking poster board if I'm dead ass wrong.
What if we have a draft night trade when the Chargers come up to pick and the top 3 quarterbacks have been taken, and it's not McCarthy, right? It is Daniels, it's May, and it's Williams in whatever order. We know Williams is going first.
Yeah.
And they say the Los Angeles Chargers have just traded Justin Herbert to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hey, I'll take it.
And then the Chargers then pick J.J. McCarthy right there, and he goes and plays with his old ball
for
coach.
starters, JC will become a Raiders fan if that happens.
Yeah, that'd be the first thing. JC wouldn't be able to hate ever again, and I'd have to.
His baby daddy.
I would have to stop shit talking Justin Herbert, even though I've said plenty of times.
We have to stop calling him fake sunshine.
Yeah. But even though I joke around, I've said on the show before on All Ground Sports that he's a good quarterback. Like I give him a lot of shit, but he is a good quarterback. I'd be glad to have Justin Herbert like immediately.
Well, let's start some ratchet shit, some rumor shit. So his word on the street is Harbaugh wants McCarthy, and he's going to trade Herbert to the Raiders.
I could see that.
I haven't seen the Raiders. If he traded it to anybody, I'd see him trading them to the.
I can see McCarthy right now being, hey, John, like, make this work.
I could see him getting traded to the Vikings, and they keep the 5th pick, and then they get the 11th and 20th pick. And then now
we're gonna give them 13. They're gonna jump back into the first round.
I'm saying I just don't see them trading within the division. I just can't fathom that.
No, Telesco still got relationships in the building.
I know. I just can't fathom it. I just can't. Like my brain won't.
Tom T still got pulled in the building, man.
Yeah, if it happened, I'd be over the moon. I'd just say go get him. I'd say go get him. Go get him an O-line and a fast receiver like Xavier Worthy. We're good.
So that's it for the rumor segment too, man. So hey man, great show, guys, man. Thanks for pulling up.
Oh no, Ragu, thank you for having me, man. I enjoyed the show. I love doing this every week with y'all. And it's always gonna be Go Raiders. But
absolutely,
please,
without fucking question.
Just Raiders. Just one thing for me, please. Let's go. Don't overthink too much. Don't make this shit too hard. Just trust yourself. Trust the tape. Don't go too far with the combine shit. It matters a little bit, but tape matters more than all. They have at least 3 years worth of tape. At least. Trust the tape. Make the right pick. That's all I want. That's all. I just want the right pick. I don't give a fuck what position he played. I don't give a shit. Make the right pick. All that, like just like and then before we go, because I got to stick up for the Trojans here, the USC Trojans here. I know this is the Rated Ragu show. I don't give a fuck.
But Trojan news is absolutely encouraged on the Rated Ragu show. On the they follow from burners with Rated.
I don't give a fuck.
Texas Longhorns.
Okay, now
come on, man, with that bullshit now.
He knew what he was doing.
You've been cool. You've been behaving and shit, man.
Oh, so what I will say is this. So um please I don't give a fuck what color Caleb Williams paints his nails. I don't give a fuck what color phone case he has. Um I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I don't give a fuck who he's fucking. I don't give a fuck about none of that. He's a talented NFL prospect. That motherfucker looks like every bit of part of a franchise QB. I promise you, I don't give a shit. I promise you, I don't give a shit. He can do whatever the fuck he wants as long as he comes out there and leads the teams to wins on Sunday. If bro, I promise you, I don't care. He could paint his nails whatever color if he was in a Raiders uniform as long as he's winning games. I promise. But that's all I'm gonna say about that shit.
Well, I would hope that he would paint them black so they would match
I was gonna say too, number one, Ragu, don't ever thank us for being on the show. We thank you for allowing us to be on this show. Number two, honestly, these draft picks, when draft day like comes, pause, best believe I'm gonna be atting you guys in a lot of my posts because a lot of predictions we made, I feel like are gonna end up happening.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that top 13 shakes out because we certainly just went through that and we had some differences. We had different guys at different spots, so it's gonna be that's gonna be fun, and it's coming up, man.
But hands down, for sure, don't second guess it. The Jets are getting that Fashanu guy we were talking about, and I see the Raiders finally this year. This will finally be the year that you guys put it all together and watch it culminate. So I'm excited for the season, and I'm ready to see what unfolds.
So next time you hear from us, we will break down the positions more in depth. So we will say, all right, this is why we want Fuaga over Lathan, or all right. So we'll do that. And whatever rumors, we'll address that or whatever. So next time you hear from us, man, we'll just break down more of the prospects as the draft comes tumbling towards us. And it's the off season, baby. We here for you. We got some Raider content for you. And we we'll have some good stuff. And on the YouTube channel, if you go like, share, and subscribe over there, it's growing fast. We got some good videos over there. Some stuff about the problem child, Tyree Wilson. I don't know if you guys check that out. Go check it out, man.
Do that.
But yes, sir. We ain't gonna hold y'all. Like I always say, just win, baby. And until next time.
Yes, sir. Peace.